Have in front of us here is the structure 3, which in this phase seems to be a little Pictish building. You can see here in front of Keith the steps going down into it, so we've got a nice little curvy passageway with steps. Where he is between, in the doorway there's a door sill underneath him, and then the floor here is very messed up from all the rubble and so on that was on top of it, but enough to see that we have a floor surface in here that goes with this early phase of the Pictish building. This is where Jerry McDonald found quite a lot, where we found quite a lot of slag from fireworking of iron, which suggests kind of really quite high quality iron working, and also little bits of crucible from copper alloy working, and just in the last few days part of tuyere from the clay that goes around the hole where the bellows go in when you're doing when you're smelting the ore. So it's quite a lot of concentration of metalworking around this building, and we're taking magnetic susceptibility samples and soil samples and so on to try and understand this better. Where Alan is there, you might be able to see there's another wall coming out under this building, going that way, and another wall here. So this is, again, a late use of a much earlier building, and we're getting this story the whole time. These buildings are reused and reused and reused.
Over what sort of period are they?
Well, we don't know obviously what the earliest use of them is. We know some of the Iron Age buildings on site are 1st century BC, 1st century AD, and we know that this is Pictish style building. So we're looking at hundreds of years probably that these buildings are rebuilt and reused. You can see in that corner there that the foundations of the wall are all that's left in that corner, and there was a lot of rubble around there, and you could never quite understand what was happening until last year and the year before we streamed the Norse buildings that Sigrid Calland excavated in the 1970s, which are just behind us, and one of their walls lines up exactly with this. So I think what happened was that when the Vikings came along, they basically reorganised the site, smashed through the side of the Pictish building as they put in their own. And in fact, the top of the building was filled with rubble as if it had been levelled and, was out of use by then. So there's still quite a long way to go here to really understand what's going on.
How many more years do you reckon?
I don't know. I wish I did. But we'll do what we can, because it's all disappearing into the sea. So, we'll rescue what we can.